Yo, what's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans stand up. Or is it Jay Tuck or is it Tuck Mulageta? I'm thinking about flipping that into a song. I'm really thinking about I'm having it start to play in my head like, yo, Tuck Mulageta. That might be a song idea that I might try to flip for the channel, man. I might do that here. I might try it, man. Once I get in the studio, but I'm definitely gonna pin that name, man. So salute to everybody out there, man. Hopefully everyone's having a good Sunday. Gonna chime in, talk a little football. We didn't get to yesterday because all the riffraff kind of going on. So we're gonna talk a little football here in a second. I'll probably just shoot the link and see if anybody wants to jump on the show. We're not going to be live all damn day. I know it's Sunday. But yeah, I just want to sit back and just talk to the people, man. So salute to everyone. See my dog Vage out there. See my dog Henny out there, man. And I kind of did this improv because I like to see who's really Noti gang. You know what I'm saying? When I can just drop at 5, you know what I'm saying? I want to see like who gets that notification, who is really gang, man, as everyone starts to build up, man. So like I said, going to talk a little football here, Cowboys football, and we're going to get straight to it. And then I'm going to open the link. I'll just open the show. I don't want to feel like messing with the phone lines and the audio and all that. Actually, let me turn it off. I'm going to turn it off. And then I'm just going to post a link in the chat here in a second. Let y'all jump on if you want to and talk ball. We're going to do 1v1. So I'm not going to do the whole 30 people at the same time type of thing because it gets too chaotic, right? So we're going to bring on one person, let y'all talk for a little bit. If you want to jump off, let the next person jump on, and we're going to flow like that. But salute to everybody. It's been, I don't know, chaotic 24, 48 hours. Well, I guess it happened Friday, 48 hours, man. But salute to everybody, man. Salute to everyone who reached out. I watched Henny and Landlord stream last night. Yo, Landlord and Henny, bro, let me in on that Drake convo. I need to get in on that Drake convo on that other channel because I got some things to say about that, man. So we'll definitely talk about that. But saw Henny and Landlord stream, saw Boss's stream, saw some other people stream, right? And I'll say this, man, as chaotic as it can be, as frustrating as it can be, I just love the Cowboy space, man. The Cowboy space will always be my home. You guys and more who will be filling in here shortly, right? Is family, TikTok family, so I really just love the Cowboy space. I've gotten opportunities to kind of run from it, but I love the Cowboy space, man. This is home to me, right? This is my thing. And, a lot of people reached out to me, and I guess I have to think of it differently because I'm no longer one of the young bucks, right? I'm no longer, you know what I'm saying? I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran in the space right now. So a lot of people look for me for my leadership, and a lot of people are like, yo, Tuck, carry the torch, man. It's up to you, right? So I got to carry the torch. So I realize there's things I got to do smarter. I got to move differently. It's going to be a work in progress. So to my dog, Sam Broom, Sin City in the building. What's up, everybody? He says we can make it happen. Bet. I just got to start moving differently, man. And, I talked to one of my mentors last night. Salute to Big Brandon Carter. And he's like, yo, Tuck, what you crying about? You said, yo, what you crying about, bro? And he was like, here's the crazy part. He's like, Tuck, you got what? Let's say 22,000 on YouTube, right? Let's say 100,000 followers total across the board, right? Oh, I haven't even got started yet, bro. Like, imagine if I had 1 million, what the hate would be. Imagine, so the higher you climb, the more is going to come my way, right? You don't think Diana Rossini's frustrated right now? You don't think that when Shannon Sharp went through his situation, right? Seeing all like, it's only going to get worse, right? Because right now, I got 1 to 2 little content creators kind of just coming at me. Imagine when it's DJ Academics and Shade Room, all of my business, you know what I'm saying? So it's only going to get worse, man. So, it's kind of prepare me. And, some of the hate that I get, it's subtle because I know it's all just internet related, right? It's nothing going to be personal. Nothing's going to happen in real life, right? So it's just like preparing myself for the next level, and it comes along with the territory, So like I said, it was kind of crazy yesterday that such a horrific event occurred, and Henny and Landlord and Boss and Tuck's name was tied to it for the sake of content, but that just comes with the territory. See what I'm saying? And I have to understand that, and I have to respond better and have to realize, Tuck, you're now a leader in this space. I think about what was mentioned. I talked to a few other people, right? My quarterback in Dak Prescott. I know there are some cases when Dak just wants to snap on people, right? But he's always getting criticized, right? He can't even post a photo of his daughter without thousands and thousands of people in the comments saying probably the most horrible things, right? But he can't respond. And something that I was taught last night, and it made perfect sense, and I want to share this with you guys watching. Energy is currency. Right? Energy is currency. So you got to be careful who you give that currency, that energy to, right? And I'm realizing a lot of times the people that I give that currency to, that energy to, doesn't deserve it. All right. And that takes away from the things that I do great, right? When I'm going back and forth on Twitter with a bunch of randoms, right? That's taking away time I could be in the film or being live talking to the people who really support me, right? Or if I'm taking the time and dealing with all the negativity and different things or people attacking me and other content creators, right? That's taken away from like Lewis, who really supports me, and Henny, and talk to you, like the people who really support me. So I have to stop giving people that currency. You know what I'm saying? So I have to stop that, right? And it's going to be a work in progress. Y'all have to work with me. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all see me, hey, Tuck, I gave everyone the code word. I'm going to give y'all the code word. I'm going to type in the chat. It's the code word. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all see me on social media or YouTube or Twitter or whatever, just say, yo, Tuck Omaha, right? Kill the play, bro, and pivot. You know what I'm saying? And I like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Because it's hard, right? It's hard when people are slandering your name, especially with some shit like that, right? Trying to put that on you. Like anybody naturally would be like, oh, hell no. Nah. But we have to kill the play, y'all, and continue to focus on what we are trying to accomplish, which is providing great Dallas Cowboys content, continue to grow. Right. And whenever you are prospering, there are going to be people that's going to try to apply pressure to you. All right. So prosper creates pressure. All right. So how do we get back at the haters and the this, the that, the this and that, right? Who really just don't like me because I'm succeeding? We got to give them more to hate, fam. We got to keep growing. We got to continue to go to the Super Bowl. We got to continue to do all these amazing things, put out amazing content. We have to continue just to grow and continue to climb and not look back. You see what I'm saying? And not look back, right? So I got to do a better job of that because I realize more than ever now, right? I am one of the OGs in the space, which sounds crazy. Time definitely flies, but it's like, okay, I got to set the standard for Henny and Lou and, you know, the other people was coming up and the new content creators in the space is coming up. Like, you know what? You can still be independent. You can still talk your shit. You can still be fly as fuck, right? You ain't got to kiss the knee, right? But there's a certain way to do it where you're going to continuously gain respect, right? So going to transition, do things slightly different, man. But I appreciate all the support. Everyone who called me, reached out to me. You know, I guess I'm a victim of my network because I network and with so many different people, you know, but it just is what it is, right? And, you know, honestly, it's something I just have to be aware of, right? I'm a Z-list celebrity in some people's eyes, right? Even if I get a DUI, there's people out there who cannot wait to post my mugshot of Tuck getting a DUI. Then they'll make it that I could have killed somebody. Like, so they're just waiting for me to fail, right? Don't give them what they're after. Continue to climb, continue to succeed. So I appreciate all of y'all. My sister Deke in the building. What's up with you, sis? What up, everybody? Producer Jeremy in the building. Jeremy was in the building. What's up? What's up? My dog Seabass. Oh, yeah. Forgot to tell y'all that. So finally, I don't know why. I uploaded it last week. I don't know why it took so long. But the Cover 3 anthem is officially on iTunes, Spotify, or Apple Music. Look at my old ass talking about iTunes. Apple Music, Spotify. So when you're on your Instagram or TikTok and you need a song to play, you could pick it and put it in your stories and all that fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's officially out there. It's now available out there. The call-in number, I might not do the call-in number. I'm just going to post a link here in a minute after I say what I got to say. and then y'all can just jump on the show. We'll do it that way. Was waiting for the drop. It took, because here's what I was worried about, right? Why I didn't drop it on streaming platforms was because now I'm worried about when I go live and we do cover 3 and we play the intro, is it going to try to say, hey, demonetize it because this is technically a song, but they don't know it's my song? It's like, I don't know how this is going to work. So we're going to find out on Wednesday what happens if we get like a copyright strike for it. So that's why I was kind of like avoiding putting it on streaming platforms, because I'm not sure how that all works out, right? Like, would Rome's channel get a copyright strike if it plays that song? Because technically it's now on streaming platforms. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I guess we're going to find out. You know what I'm saying? I guess we're going to find out one way or another. So Deacon Charles, my sister, is checking on my outlook. Yep. That's how I got to be, right? But also not even give them that, right? Not even going to give them that, right? So here's what I'm going to do, right? And I want you guys to hold me to this, clip this, whatever, so I can say, listen, starting on May 17th, 2026, we are moving forward. All right. Y'all ready? Gas for air. Get y'all clippers ready. Get ready to share this. AOC, Dak Attack, Clint Wolf, whatever name you're going by, right? If I offended you in any way with my exposing video, I apologize. All right. So AOC, Dak Attack, Clint, all of them, right? If my video has offended you in any other way, I apologize, and I will now go hide the video. But I'm done. Right? You don't mention me. I don't mention you. I don't send my people your way. You don't send your people my way. You do your thing over there. I do my thing over here. And we just go forward. All right? So I'm going to hide the video here when I'm done with this show, because I don't want the back and forth, because it's bad for the community, because there are people, strangely, that do rock with both of us, right? And the more that we continue to pull, it divides people. You see what I'm saying? Because I thought about it. I could shoot, because you had a co-host who has a checkered past. But if I shot, it's actually someone who I actually like and respect as well. So I don't want people to get put in this bind and being torn and split. Like, you have to either be CO Gang or you have to be whatever Dak Attacks, whatever they're called over there, right? Or else. This is not Kendrick versus Drake. This is not Drake versus Kendrick. This is people who come together for their love and passion of the Dallas Cowboys. So on February 17th, 2026 at 5:16 p.m. Central Time, I am apologizing. Now, you don't have to accept it. More than likely, you probably won't. All right. But I'm saying this from my standpoint, so I can just move on and do what I'm great at. I'm a football guy. I'm not a YouTuber. I guess people call me an influencer or creator. I'm not really that, right? So I'm not good at those things. I'm a football guy. I love football. I love the Dallas Cowboys. That's what I'm great at. That's what I want to focus on. All right. So man to man, I am extending my apology, but as of now, I am done. All right. So clip that, say that, right? I'm done, right? He can make 1,000 videos, y'all. We got to move on. You see what I'm saying? We got to move on. Like I never really even had any beef with them to begin with, but I don't know, right? So it's like, yo, I'm going to hide the video. I'm going to move forward, and we're going to focus on trying to win a freaking championship. All right. That's going to be our focus of how do we get this team ready for the 2026 season. All right. So just let y'all know, we're done. Well, I'm done. I can only speak for myself, right? I'm done. All right, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it, man. Appreciate y'all for riding with me. Like I said, we're going to post a link here in a second so y'all can jump on the show. But I want to talk about this. My dog Blue Takes brought this to my attention. Hold up. Let me see. My internet's been spazzing lately. Not this. Not these ads. Hold up. YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Putting ads on a 1 minute video is kind of crazy, but I get it. Get your paper, duffel bag boy. You know what I'm saying? Get your paper. All right. So let's look at this. This is something I was trying to prepare Cowboys Nation for. All right. Let's see. Bang. Share screen. La. And let me do it this way. And make this full screen. Wait, that's not full screen. There we go. Bang. All right. So can y'all hold on, wait. Can't hear that yet. All right. There we go. All right. Big Doug, Tyler Smith in the building at the baseball game. Let's hear what he had to say.
We had great conversations about it. I have an understanding of what it is. That's the most I can ask for, is just to have that.
So they asked him about the left tackle position. He says, we have a great understanding about it. Understanding about what? All right, let me rewind that back. So they're asking about left tackle. I'm not sure who's actually having the interview, but salute to you for asking the question we all want to know. All right.
We had great conversations about it. I have an understanding of what it is. That's the most I can ask for, is just to have that understanding early on. Obviously, I got the utmost faith that, we're going to go out there and we're going to do what we're going to do. Ultimately, I'll be in the position that I need to be in.
So he said, ultimately, I have the faith that we're going to do what it do, and I'm going to be in the position that I need to be in.
I'm good with where we're at. It's great to see it because he's just so consistent, bro. I feel like he's attacked every all season the same way, healthy or not. Especially seeing him, coming off the hamstring thing the year before or whatever. Just how he attacked his rehab day in and day out. He was consistently always pushing himself to be elite, in everything that he did. It's just, it's great to see it. It's something that he's continuing to do. So he's the same guy. I think the sky is the limit, bro. He approaches every day the right way. He's a guy that's constantly trying to get better, constantly asking questions. We're on the phone all the time. He's asking me, he's like, when are we going to go do these drills? When are we going to kind of get together and start doing this work? And so I think the sky is limited in his second year. He's started from a great point, a great launch point in his career. That would be it for sure.
All right. So that was him speaking on Tyler Guyton. So what it leads me to believe, right? Let me put in my journalist hat on, right? That they want Tyler Guyton to excel, and it sounds like Tyler Guyton is doing those things. He's putting in the work, right? He's staying inquisitive. He's working side by side with Tyler Smith, right? So it sounds like he is trying to take the leap forward, right? Which is great for him, right? I love that for Tyler Guyton because he's a very important piece to our success, whether people want to admit it or not. But if it doesn't work out, our break in case of emergency is kicking Tyler Smith out to left tackle, and probably I would say maybe Nate Thomas sliding him into that left guard spot. Exactly, bro. That's exactly what it sounded like to me. Now I want to get y'all interpretations of it, but it sounded like to me like, yo, I'm a left guard. That is my position. But if things get crazy, I freeze. My back. All right, I'm back. All right, I'm good. Yeah, it sounds like he's going to start off at left guard, but if things get crazy or hit the fan, there is a contingency plan in place to kick Tyler Smith out to left tackle. It's basically, Shotty saying, Tuck, I heard you, bro. Tuck, I heard you, right? Because your concerns was not having a break in case of emergency at left tackle. Yo, salute to Next Level Sports Lounge. Became a new member. Appreciate you, man. Love, man. Respect. I know you're going to hit me. We're going to do some stuff here soon. So I appreciate the support. So without the members, man, we're going to fix the memberships because what's happening, y'all, I've been streaming on StreamYard versus OBS, which is content creator talk. You know what I mean? Software wise. So all the emojis that you guys have, like the shoddy ones like this, or the Jerry mask, it pops up in the chat, but it doesn't pop up on the screen. I really wish they would fix that, but we'll get to it, right? Because now it just says like Jerry mask, Jerry mask, Jerry mask, but you can see in the chat where, you know, you can put those ski masks. You got those custom emojis, you know, you got the shoddy joints. I got a bunch loading as well, but I might have to go back to OBS because they won't show on the screen. All right. But it sounds like that can happen. Now, how about moving BB to left guard and Hennessy at center? So we'll take a look at it, right? Because I know there's mixed views when it comes to Cooper Beebe, right? I think he's been fine at center. I know some people think he's been a liability. I really haven't really checked the film too deep, so I'm probably going to put the microscope on him to really go through it. Now, I know he did have injuries last year, but for me personally, I've always wanted to see Cooper Beebe at guard, right? But now it's kind of like you've been playing center for what, 2 seasons now, right? This is year 3. You probably want to leave him at center, but I felt like he would have probably been violent as hell if he didn't have to think as much and just fire off the ball and put people in dirt. Because if you're thinking about this, right, if it was Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, then you had a center, right? No telling who that can possibly be, right? You could have possibly put in, you know, whoever. And then you had Tyler Booker, and then still looks a little bit different. But as of right now, I'm probably leaving Cooper Beebe at center, but it does sound like the break in case of emergency is there. Why break in case of emergency? Just make the change. I don't know. I don't think they really wanted to, but here's the thing, bro. We never got full context last year on why it happened. You know, pretty much by the time it was the back half of the season was pretty much over. Like, that should have been the opportunity for a young guy maybe to step in and get those snaps. So what was it that made Shoddy want to move Tyler Smith to left tackle, but not only move him to left tackle, leave him there? Right. And I think that's the missing piece. Because like I said, when he spoke about it, he said, even when Tyler Guyton returns, Tyler Guyton is going to be the swing. Tyler Smith will be our left tackle for the remainder of the season. What was that really about? Right. And I think that's kind of the missing piece. Yeah, I think that's the case, right? King, I think you're spot on, bro. I don't think that you make the change unless something happens with Tyler Guyton, or if you're looking at it and just feel like we can't trust it. All right. So it's going to be interesting to see, is Tyler Smith going to get left tackle snaps at camp? Right. Is he going to be interchangeable? Because I think that's been the biggest problem when it came to Tyler Smith at left tackle. Me personally, if this is Jay Tuck, the scouting guy, all right, I would have left Tyler Smith at left tackle. Right. If I was on the Dallas Cowboys staff, I would have left Tyler Smith at left tackle and just let him grow in that position and become our left tackle of the future. Why? Because you can find a left guard a whole lot easier than you can find a left tackle. So that would have been my approach when Tyron Smith went down and we tossed him out there. It's like, oh, the young fella, he has some things to work on, but he's all right. He's still young as all get out. I would have probably just let him grow there versus moving him back to guard because I could find you a left guard, right? Harder to find a left tackle. So I think that helps me personally is that we now have a break of in case of emergency. Now I know, we got Shelton, we got some other guys, some young guys, but hey man, we got Brian Burns, Thibodeau, Abdul Carter, R.L. Weiss, week 1. I'm not trying to experiment. Are we lagging a little bit? Let's see if we're lagging. We haven't been here long, about 20 minutes. Am I lagging a little bit? I think Steelers has to step up and be better at pass block. Steele probably. I think that's who you're talking about. Terrence Steele, right? I think when it comes to Terrence Steele, you just know what you're going to get at this point. So I think you kind of know what he is, right? He's a guy that's going to be reliable some games. He's going to make some mistakes, right? But it's going to be kind of So it's going to be one of those things. Timmy Terry, yes, I did. We're moving past all of that stuff, right? What's done is done. We're moving past that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone, I think I spent 2.5 hours saying what I need to say we're past it, right? Because there's nothing else that needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all done, right? So, but yeah, I did see it, right? So to my dog boss. So yeah, I think that's the case, right? So it kind of gives me some peace of mind knowing that they do have a contingency plan for Tyler Guyton. Now, I'm not a guy that's wanting Tyler Guyton to fail. The better he is overall, the better our offense will be, right? But I just haven't seen it, and y'all know me. I'm a guy, if I can't see it with my own eyes, I don't trust it until I see it, right? Until I see Tyler Guyton stringing along games where he's playing solid and at a consistent level, then I'll ease up a little bit. But as of right now, I really do not have much to go off of. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of just where I'm at with it. But I like Tyler Smith, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's funny seeing Tyler Smith as like the veteran of the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Like I still remember young Tyler Smith, right? But he's like the veteran OG, right? And he's the guy that's going to lead this Dallas Cowboys offensive line across, right? You got Tyler Booker, right? I really need Tyler Guyton to step up. And I think he can, right? You have to be fair to Tyler Guyton. This was an unfamiliar position to him. And it's one of the most difficult positions in all of football, probably outside the quarterback. Left tackle is a problem, right? So it's a lot of different things that goes on to left tackle position. So I think that Tyler Guyton, year 3, I like to hear that he's staying inquisitive, right? I would handcuff him and Tyler Smith in a room. Wherever Tyler Smith goes, you go. My buddy. Y'all remember those? My buddy, and wherever I go, he's gonna go, my buddy. I used to have a my buddy. I had a black one until I saw Chucky jump out of a Jack in the Box. I told my mama get rid of that. I told my mama get rid of my buddy doll soon as that Child's Play. Y'all remember the Child's Play 2 trailer? The Child's Play 2 trailer was crazy. When it was the Jack in the Box, and then Chucky popped out and said, "I'm back." I said, "Oh no, no sir." No, sir. You know what I'm saying? see, my buddy would be y'all. So older cats remember my buddy. You know what I'm saying? My buddy would be a Hulk Hogan, my buddy. Yeah, I had my buddy. He was a black one with an overall. Loved him. Until I saw that Chucky trailer, I said, "Oh, he got to go. You got to go." You know what I'm saying? Because that's where Chucky came from. He was a play off the My Buddy doll. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Yeah, sis. I was scared of Chucky. I did not play with Chucky. You know what I'm saying? Chucky still kind of gives me the creeps a little bit, makes my skin crawl, but I did not like Chucky, right? Mama Tuck, when I used to get in trouble, Sometimes she would whoop me, of course. You know what I'm saying? Right? Let's keep it a buck. We got whoopings back in the day. But then sometimes my mama would just say, I'm going to call Chucky. You don't know how horrible of a thing that is to say to a child that you're going to call Chucky? You know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is jumping on the couches right now. You going to call Chucky on me? You know what I'm saying? You going to call Chucky on me for jumping on the bed when you told me to go to bed? That's foul. But I stopped jumping on the bed. You know what I'm saying? So now I can't go to sleep because I'm paranoid because I think my mama got Chucky on speed dial. Oh, geez, no, right? Our mamas used to be different. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, who would do that to a child? Like, yo, I'm about to call Chucky. Oh, so the knife-wielding murderous doll, that's who you're going to call for me jumping on the bed? That's foul. Just give me the whooping. I'll just take the whooping, bro. But you ain't gotta call a killer doll on me. You know what I'm saying? Just I'll go grab the switch. I'll go grab the belt. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get it over with. But you don't have to go call the killer doll. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit overkill. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit overkill. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Freddy Krueger's another one. Freddy and Chucky was two. Freddy had me spooked. I remember the first time my cousin Leonard lives here in Kansas City, right? So I came up, he's my older cousin. He made me watch Nightmare on Elm Street. I think it was like Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I was so afraid to go to sleep. So y'all know what I did as a kid, which sounds crazy because I probably could have hurt myself. I OD'd off of Flintstone vitamins because I knew vitamins would keep me awake. So I got in the cabinet and I had about 15 Flintstone vitamins because I didn't want to go to sleep. And when my mama came to pick me up, she was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "I don't want to stay at Cousin Vicky's and Cousin Leonard's no more." And she was like, "Why?" And I was like, I just wanted to go to sleep. And she was like, "What's wrong?" And then come to find out, my cousin showed me Freddy Krueger, so he ended up getting in trouble for, you know what I'm saying? But Freddy was the worst. Freddy was the worst, bro. Like, he tortures you in your sleep. Is that telling your age? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm old. You know what I'm saying? But when Freddy came out, bro, y'all remember the scene when he was asleep? I'm not getting my horror back. See how y'all do me? But when he came through the walls, you know what I'm saying? Like, Freddy was different. Like, Freddy and Chucky was two no-nos. And I saw someone mention it earlier. Attack of the Killer Clowns. No. When he knocked your block off. No. Nah. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Nah. No. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. No Chucky, no Freddy. Jason I was cool with because he was slow. Michael Myers I was cool with. They slow. They gonna walk you down so I can just run from them. But someone that comes get you in your sleep, nah. All right. So here we are. You know what I'm saying? Here's how we do when we're just vibing and having fun. And this is what it's all about. I didn't forget what the hell we were talking about. Tyler Guyton, Tyler Smith. Right. Y'all got what I say. Right. But this is how it is. This is how this community has been built. And this is why I love doing what I'm doing, because I just love talking to my people in peace. All right. Killer Clowns from Outer Space is crazy. All right. Leprechaun was kind of cool, but he is kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? But here's the crazy thing about Chucky, though. Nobody would believe you. That's the crazy part. Right. And Child's Play 2 was the worst. Child's Play 2 was the worst. You know what I'm saying? That's when he went to the school with Andy, right? With the ruler, you know what I'm saying? The factory, like Child's Play 2 that's the peak of the series. Like the slit up Chucky, it don't do, I'm not afraid. Like the Bride of Chucky, you know, all of them, right? Right. But Child's Play 2, when Andy was in the foster home, and he dug himself out the backyard. And, you know, when he's walking down, I'm 42 years old. Still to this day, when I get in my car, I gotta check the back seat because of Child's Play 2. Because y'all remember, right? The guy from the job got in the car. He was on his cell phone, the big cell phone, and Chucky was in the back seat and pulled the plastic bag over his face. So anytime I'm getting in my car, I gotta look in the back seat. You see what I'm saying? I gotta look in the back seat just in case. You know what I'm saying? Just in case Chucky back there trying to catch me slipping. My wife like, what you doing? Man, look in the back seat and then also look in the trunk because he could have went back in the trunk and maybe he crawls back over 2 different rows. Nah, we got to scope out the car before I get in that, you know what I'm saying? Because Chucky might be back there. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to catch me slipping. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to catch me slipping. All right, man. So we about to turn on, not the phone lines. I'm going to post a link here. Where's it at? You know what I'm saying? And then we're just going to talk ball, you know, talk whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're going to vibe for probably like 30 minutes. I ain't got nothing planned. Trying to wrap up this Punisher. But that's the link right there. So if y'all want to jump on, feel free to jump on. Let's do one at a time. Can I pin this? How can I pin it? Why not let me pin this? That's the link. So you click on that link. Bro, Chucky, you know what I'm saying? Chucky got grown man strength, man. Prince, man, we appreciate the $20 super chat. Are we going to address the elephant in the room with the lack of pass rushing? We need dogs. Here's the thing when it comes to the pass rush, bro. I appreciate the super chat. I did the film already on Donovan Izaraku. But I do think that Donovan is going to rev things up. And maybe I'm alone. But I do think that Malachi Lawrence is going to give us a boost, right? So I think that our pass rush is going to come from bunches, right? You're going to have Rashawn Gary. I think it's going to be much improved from last year. It just won't be what we was accustomed to doing. You know? Now, personally, what I like to just have that ace in the hole, veteran dog to go out there and really just kind of lead the charge like a Max Crosby or even kind of have a Von Miller who's a specialist. Yeah. But I think it's going to be situational based off the scheme, getting 1v1s and two-way goes that Gary, Lawrence, Sam, Donovan, those guys, I think you should be able to dial up pressure. So we'll sit back and wait and see. But week 1, we got a dual threat. So here's the fun part about our schedule, y'all. We'll learn a lot, right? Having to deal with Jackson Dart, who has an arm, you know, dual threat, can use his legs, right? We already know Harbaugh's going to try to run the ball. So we'll get to kind of see what things look like as we gear up. But I think the pressure will be much improved. Much improved. Says, Tuck, have a blessing. My grands just got here. It's time to join them. Good night, y'all. Good night, sis. Enjoy those grandbabies. Have fun, sis. So yeah, I think Sam Williams is going to be decent. I could be wrong. I don't know, Drill. Like, I keep Sam Williams is the parlay. I keep losing on. You know what I'm saying? I keep losing on this Sam Williams parlay ticket for some odd reason. You know, and I really feel like Sam could be a guy. It's all there. I do feel like Christian Parker's scheme is going to fit him. I think he came out and spoke about it the other day, right? It's what he did at Ole Miss. So it kind of fits him. But I keep blowing my ticket. Yeah, so this is pretty much the same defense he played at Ole Miss. I think I still got the Sam Williams film session on my channel. You don't have to scroll through it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to scroll through it. Let me see if I still have it. Let's go down. Let's go down memory lane real quick. Have you predicted the schedule? Kinda. I got us making the playoffs. Let's see here. Let's see. Ooh, look at this. Crazy. I'm gonna show y'all this. Hold on. All right. Let me show you. Let me show y'all this. Crazy. Hold on. Let me see. Damn, bro. Y'all been doing this for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a minute. It doesn't feel like it, but crazy to think this film session was 4 years ago. 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is 4 years ago. Tuck. But it shows the consistency, right? It shows the consistency. And here's the thing, y'all. I broke down Sam Williams' film before we even drafted him. You know what I'm saying? Before we even drafted him. Let's see. What did Sam do? I must be doing a whole lot of talking. Tuck, what you talking about, bro? You ain't. Oh. Damn. What's going on? Hold on. Like Parsons, and come to find out some of the other names that you're seeing. Why is the play not moving? People he had his pro day as well. All right. So yeah. So Sam Williams film. It says I'll hop and give you 5 minutes. All right, the link is still there. So yeah, old Sam Williams film from Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? So y'all remember, man, they moved Sam around. So yeah, it's kind of cool, man. You know what I'm saying? One day I might do a film session on my old film sessions. You know what I'm saying? I might do something crazy like that. I think I might try this new glitch. I want to see if it works, y'all. And I'll definitely let the community know, where I might be able to do full uninterrupted film sessions just on a different site. I'm gonna test it, right? So I think you should be able to do it on Twitch. I might be able to get away with it on Twitch. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, hop in 5 minutes. All right, bet, bro. We'll keep it live. Link is in the description, or link is in the chat. Are the Cowboys edges and ends interchangeable? Which players will solely be outside? So Sam will be outside. Lawrence will be outside. And Gary. Well, no. How are you talking about? Okay. Talking about like tackles / outside. I think you might see hybrid 3 techs with Sam and also Malachi Lawrence. I think those guys will play maybe in certain schemes. They might slide inside versus outside. I think that's what you mean. I think when it comes to like Donovan Izaraku, right? He'll be primarily your outside edge rusher. That standpoint. Yeah. Okay. Ends and outside linebackers. Okay. So ends and outside linebackers, that will be Sam. That will be Gary. That will be Lawrence as well. I think those guys, right? Because what you're doing in 3-4 essentially when it comes to your outside linebackers, because, and I'll probably do a film session on this or a breakdown, because I know Christian Parker said, it's not going to be Vic Fangio's scheme, but your mentors are your mentors, right? So it's going to be like a gap and a half type scheme, right? So your outside edges, their main job is to pretty much funnel everything back into the inside. So you need bigger guys, to kind of set the edge, right? Because your outside linebackers per se, right, in the scheme will be your edge setters, because you want to funnel everything back on the inside, because you'll have your 3 tech in your nose, right? And then your outside linebackers will want to funnel everything back in, and then allow what's called your middle linebacker, which is on the strong side, and the other linebacker, the inside linebacker that is on the weak side, is called your plugger. That will be to allow them to kind of flow. So I'll do a film session on that to break it down, but it's all going to be based off of Vic Fangio, so it's kind of hard to do it because there's no telling what Christian Parker might do. And it's also a part of me, y'all. I do sometimes feel like maybe as Cowboys content creators, we love our team and we do a lot of incredible work. Maybe we talk too much, right? And so y'all gonna have to keep me on that, especially from a camp perspective, because it's like, I don't want to be like, oh man, I was at camp, Man, they played Sam Williams at middle linebacker. It actually wasn't a 3-4. They were actually playing a 5-man front. Then they actually had Quentin Williams play. And then what they were doing is they were rolling like, hey, bro, sometimes you might have to just shut up a little bit, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you might gotta just keep things on the tuck and be like, I don't know what they was doing with Caleb Downs. I have no clue. They had Caleb Downs playing the nickel, and they would drop him to safety, and then they would yell ninja, and he would come on a blitz. Like, hold on, bro. Let's just all be surprised on week 1. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, we'll see that. But yeah, that'll kind of be the thing, right? They're the guys to keep everything contained. So containment's going to be extremely important with them. But in some cases, right, you might have to flow. You might have to run sideline to sideline. What's up, Tuck, man? I'm ready to see our defense. I think we all are. Now, me personally, y'all just know me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all follow me long enough, and all of y'all, right? I like having an explosive offense, but it's something just about having a dominant defense that kind of just feels different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, when you have a defense that can run, see, hit, it's just a different type of feel. See what I'm saying? Like, I always think back to, what year was that? Was it 2018? 2018, right? The Saints game at home, right? When you had Jalen Smith, and then you also had LVE running and hitting thing, and then Jalen Smith came down and knocked Alvin Kamara out the damn game, and LVE was out there hollering, and you know what I'm saying, and D Law was talking about you got to hit him in the mouth, like that kind of just sets the tone, and it's like I kind of just want that. If we can just imagine, because as long as Dak Prescott is standing upright, y'all, offense is fine, right? I know people say, it's Brian Schottenheimer in the motions, or it's the magic of Clayton Adams, or for me, I always talk about Ken Dorsey. But it's like, as long as Dak is up, offense is going to be okay. But if somehow our defense can just become tough and rugged again, it changes a lot, because defense travels. Defense travels. You see what I'm saying? Like, I remember that playoff game versus Tampa Bay. As many points as we put up, our defense was slapping Tom Brady around. Right? You had J-Ron Curse back in the day. You had Micah. You had D Law. Like, you had, Diggs. You had the defense was kind of like their own little island over there with Dan Quinn. If we can get that back, y'all, this team can really be scary. I think that's why Cowboys fans should be optimistic, because if we can just move the needle, if we can get to top 15, we'll be good. But if we get to top 10, especially with this schedule, watch out. Watch out. If the Cowboys defense becomes if Christian Parker does a Dan Quinn and we turn into a top 10 defense, especially with this schedule, watch out. Watch out. Kool-Aid pumping through the veins. Because offense should be fine. Now, the only thing I would fix on the offense is I really want a real RB2. Just in case I don't make it home tonight. Let me know in the chat who that is, right? But just in case something goes astray with Javonte Williams, I really want a guy that, okay, we're good. And I just don't think that we have that. Now, you guys know I'm a Malik Davis fan, right? I'm probably the only person in the Malik Davis fan club. You know what I'm saying? It'd be empty as hell in here. You know what I'm saying? I got punch and cakes and pies and, hors d'oeuvres, all sorts of stuff, and the trays are still full. Don't nobody pull up to the Malik Davis fan club party. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's a guy that I can give 20, 25 carries to versus the Rams or San Francisco and get out with the victory, right? I kind of want facts. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want those guys to be RB2 versus what we currently have, right? I mean, we got a lot of good rotational guys, kind of throw it in rotation, if you will, but I want a true RB2. I want a veteran guy, all right? That Tony Pollard injury hurts in San Francisco game. I know Dak didn't play great, but we couldn't run the ball no more after that. Yeah, I think these weirdos. I think that's for me being at that San Francisco game. Once Tony Pollard went down, the air just left my body. And I think Kellen Moore once again just abandoned the run. You know, that was Zeke. And then Malik didn't get much burn. So it's like, all right. But, you know, Kellen Moore is going to abandon the run. That's what he just did. You know what I'm saying? You know, he ain't really want to run the ball anyway. So, yeah, just in case. Yeah, Malik Davis fan club. I got Malik Davis film, you know what I'm saying, out there available. Still go ahead and watch it. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want a real RB2. Right? And when I think of RB2, I think of a guy that if he needs to be RB1, he can. Right? It's hard to go from CeeDee Lamb to George Pickens to Javonte Williams to Malik Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see the differences, right? Right. CD, GP, okay? Javonte, Malik Davis. Or Javonte, Jaden Blue. Or Javonte, Phil Maffa. Right? I want to be Javonte, James Conner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that. You know what I'm saying? I want Javonte, Alvin Kamara. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be one of those. You know? So like one of those. Yeah. Dog. Yeah. I want games where Dak Prescott can take PTO days. I want some Dak Prescott PTO days. I want to jump on my channel and argue against Eagles fans and Stephen A. Smith and LaShawn McCoy who's saying Dak Prescott's been getting carried. I want to make some of those videos. See what I'm saying? I want to make some of those videos where people are like, man, that ain't because of Dak Prescott. That's because of the defense. Man, Dak Prescott's trash. He's being carried by his running backs. I want to make some of them videos, man. Yeah, man. Dak only threw for 15 pass completions and 137 yards and 1 touchdown. He sucks. He was carried by the defense. I want to make one of those videos. It's been so long. You know what I'm saying? I want to make some of those videos where, hey, the Cowboys are winning, but I don't have Dak in the MVP conversation because he's being carried by his defense in the run game. I want some of those games. I want to make some of those videos. You know what I'm saying? I might just make the thumbnail now and try to wish them to existence. Let me go ahead and repost a link because I saw someone ask. Here's the link if y'all want to jump on the show. Probably be live for like 30 more minutes. Gotta go catch up on my shows. Right there. I don't know why it won't let me pin it. Oh, let me see if I can pin it on here. There you go. Now it should be pinned to the top on YouTube. All right. I want some of those games. Man, Dak is trash. Caleb Downs and Quentin Williams saved his ass. Yeah, man, I want those types of games. And then the big hero games, let that come every now and then, right? Let that be a San Fran game. But with this schedule, y'all, it can't be Captain America Dak saving us every week. It can't be. It can't be. Like, it's just not a winning formula. Yeah, man, I miss the Dak game manager videos. You know what I'm saying? He just a game manager. I unfortunately never got a chance to make Dak game manager videos because I wasn't making content his rookie year. See what I'm saying? I want to make a Dak game manager video. He's a system quarterback, like those types of things, right? You know what I'm saying? I want one of those luxuries one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can get back to some of that. That was 2023 when defense was going ham. They was. I really feel like, honestly, that year we lost to San Fran when Tony Pollard went down, I really felt like we would have beat San Fran that game. I really did. I really felt that's why I went, right? I really thought we was going to beat San Fran that game. I think when Tony Pollard went down, it just changed everything. So Dak chilling with one of his ex-ladies, Rob May, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Hey, yeah. Dak is outside. You're scared to come outside. Dak outside. Back outside, boys. Dak. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Well, each his own. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of wild, but yeah, bro, I really do think we beat the 49ers if he didn't go down. I damn near wanted to cry. I damn near wanted to cry in that stadium. I said, who's down? I saw Tony Pollard. I just said, because remember, that was the year Tony Pollard was rolling. Tony Pollard was rolling. That's that. And see, what do we have? Right? We didn't have the full, you know what's funny? Not to talk about yesterday. Because it reminded me something that was kind of funny, right? Isaiah Thomas, not the one who played for the Pistons, one who played for the Celtics, right? Remember the people was going at him, the guy was like, I'm sorry, but I really wanted my Frosty, right? So the guy who wished that me and Boss would have went to jail instead, right? Somebody asked him, what is your beef with Tuck? Why would you say something about that Tuck? You know what his response was? Because Tuck wanted Zeke back. So you wish I was going to not just jail, prison, because I wanted Zeke back when I didn't even want Zeke back. I got 100 Derrick Henry videos on my channel. I broke down that draft. Y'all know I wanted Devon A-Chain. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how bad I wanted Devon A-Chain. We didn't get him. I wanted Braylon Allen. Film session is up still on my channel. I wanted Braylon Allen. Didn't get him. Right? So I was stuck with Zeke. So I was like, all right, well, it's Zeke. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro said, hey, it's because he wanted Zeke back. So he wanted me in prison for believing in Zeke. I said, all right, bro, I can't. This internet stuff is too crazy. All right, we got my dog up here. I'm just going to get him right here. Ooh, bang. Next level, what's going on with you, bro?
What's going on, J Tuck?
Not much, bro. I'm in here vibing. Hold on, let me make sure you got you right here. Where's my screen? It's like look at like this. All right, bro. All right, what's going on with you, dog?
Not much, man. Appreciate you having me, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, dog.
Tuning in with you, man. Got some crazy shit going on over there, man. Hey,
man, I try, bro. I try. I stay working, man. I stay working. You know what I'm saying, and just try to put everything together, bro. But how you doing, bro? How you feeling about what's going on as far as the Cowboys?
I pretty much like how they've been moving this offseason. I like what Christian Parker has been doing. I think that Jerry has allowed Christian Parker and Brian Schottenheimer to do their thing. It might not be complete control, but he's giving them enough control, especially Christian Parker, to bring in his coaching staff that he's brought in. I love that. And the players, my favorite player, everybody knows about Caleb Downs, but my favorite player in the draft was Jaysean Barham.
Okay, talk to me. What do you like about Barham? I think he's become one of the favorites.
Yeah, because I like the fact that he can be an edge rusher if needed, and he also can play that linebacker position. And he's a dog. I like his motor, how he moves on the field. He plays with his head is on fire, and I love everything about him. That's why I think that DeMarion Overshown, he has to stay healthy, and if he don't stay healthy, because I think Barium gonna get a lot of snaps, with the situation with DeMarion Overshown. Don't really know how D Winters is gonna be. But from watching his highlights and his film, he seems like he's a dog too, because I really didn't pay a lot of attention to D Winters when he was with the 49ers. But Barham, I think when he get his opportunity, man, he's going to shine.
Yeah, I agree, man. And, for me, I love Hair on Fire, especially the linebacker position, right? And he represents everything about that. And here's why I agree with you, where it's kind of like with Tyler Guyton. Hey, man, don't lose no snaps. Right. Same thing with Overshown, because the thing that Barham has, as you already mentioned it, he has size over Overshown. Right. And I think that when it comes to Christian Parker, he likes guys that have size, physicality, motor. He checks all of those boxes. Right. So because what Overshown has been for us, he's just been our high motor guy, because we really didn't have a lot of high motor linebackers. So it just stood out. But now you have someone who plays with his hair on fire, and he can come downhill. He can take on blockers. He plays physical. He's a solid tackler. I think it's something to definitely look for. Sideline to sideline, scraping. So, yeah, and he got on my number 55. So, Jay Sean, you got to hold me down. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, but I really like the kid, because I felt like since we missed out on some of the cornerstone guys like the Anthony Hill Juniors, the CJ Allen, like those guys, he is no consolation prize, because he brings us a lot of those traits that those guys have. We just got an extreme value. So I like Barham as well.
I think him and Josiah Trotter plays alike. I like Josiah Trotter coming out the draft. And I like the Anthony Hill Jr. too. But Josiah Trotter is another one that played with it like his hands on fire. And we need it.
It was so crazy. I thought that he might have been the one to slide, but then because where did he go? Did he go to Tampa?
I can't remember where he went to.
I think he went to Tampa, right? So he went much earlier than I expected, because he was one of those ones I felt like maybe he could fall to the third, you know what I'm saying, or we could possibly snipe him, you know what I'm saying? But he was out of there. I loved him at Mizzou, and I don't even like Mizzou, you know what I'm saying? That's like my Eagles, especially being a Jayhawk. But, man, he plays with his hair on fire as well, and also his film from West Virginia. So I love Josiah Trotters, but I really think that Cowboys fans will probably immediately gravitate towards Barham. I think Malachi Lawrence is slowly going to win the crowd over. I think it's going to take a minute, because it's not going to be super twitchy sack guy. But as you start to just watch the course of the game, you're going to see him doing all the lunch pail dirty things, and then getting pressure, and then getting sacks as the season progresses. That makes sense.
Yeah, I like the fact that he's working with BT Jordan.
Right.
That bringing him on board with the Dallas Cowboys is one of the best things they could have done when it came to this pass rush.
Right.
Christian Parker, I feel, and I get into it on the Next Level Sports Lounge with a lot of Eagle fans, podcasters, bro. It gets crazy, but they always talking about, well, he hasn't called a play, Christian Parker, and it's his first time as a defensive coordinator, and we all know that, and I agree with him.
Right.
But at the same time, I've watched our bad defense under Mike Nolan, and Dan Quinn comes in and brings a top 10 defense all of a sudden. So we can't say that it cannot happen. I believe that it will. I think our defense will be somewhere in 15-10. That's what I see. I know that might be pushing it. I think this is the most physical defense that we've seen the Cowboys do in a long time. And with Christian Parker building, I don't think nobody will be able to run on those tuck. I just don't see.
And see, here's what people don't understand, bro, is that I get it from an X and O standpoint, from the defense's aspect. But for someone who's played defense, and that's kind of been my specialty, we all know defense is an attitude, right? So sometimes just buying in and believing and flying and being physical, you don't need, because there's no new magical defense that the world has never seen before, right? Pretty much NFL teams have seen it all, but can you execute? Are you flowing to the ball? Are you playing hard? Are you like, those are the things that really matter the most. And I feel like Christian Parker is going to be able to get every drip, pause if you want to, of energy and commitment from these players, especially after how last year went. So I don't think there's going to be any lapses where it's like, man, they're just not playing hard. They just don't look disorganized. They just don't look like they're. I think that's going to change, and then naturally the results will come for itself. There's probably going to be issues, right? We probably maybe have some issues versus some teams in the run game, right? But I think that you're going to see effort. Now, I felt like last year there was never really games where I saw the defense just flying around, slapping each other on the helmet. It was just kind of like, hey man, can we get this over? You know, like just checking boxes.
That's exactly how I looked out there. They look like they didn't want to be on the field.
Right. Yeah. And you could tell. You could tell. And I just don't think that Matt Eberflus provided you wanted to buy in. You know, because here's the thing, the guys that Matt Eberflus brought in to buy in, they wasn't even on the field. The Jack Sanborns, and you traded for Logan, like those guys, and then Kyrie Elam came and he got sent away. So like the guys you brought to buy into your system, they got sent away. So the guys that were already there, which is pretty much Dan Quinn guys, Mike Zimmer guys, they were probably looking around like, ugh. You know what I'm saying?
How you forget to play a player that you traded for?
Right. Yeah.
That don't even make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, at least give Wilson a chance. Let's see. He couldn't be no worse than Kenneth Murray.
Right. Yeah. Oh man, I just forgot to put him in. What do you mean, bro? Like you know what I'm saying? And then the fact that Brian Schottenheimer in his very first year of coaching had to go over and overlook the defense, that just said everything in itself. Like it was just bad last year. So I just don't see that being the case. So I'm excited for the spark. I'm just excited to see just like camp, right? Because I guarantee, because like I said last year, right? If I'm a defensive player and I'm sitting back and I'm watching the offense and they got the music blaring, you got Shoddy and Shiesty, CD and GP over there doing dance moves. You got Dak over there grooving. The offense is playing with the swagger, and you just over there with Matt Eberflus. You're like, bro, I want to be over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got all these young, fun, energetic coaches, and I got these old, old dusty rusties. I think it's going to be different now, where Christian Parker is going to be able to build his own identity with these guys, which I'm excited for, man. I really am.
And that's my thing. I'm excited. I can't wait till the season start, because I'm just anxious to prove these Eagle fans and Eagle podcast. Bro, you just don't know how much. If you go back and watch my live streams, you'll see. I had to stop them from coming on, man.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, man. For someone who's dealt with it, you know what I'm saying, I can give you this advice. They're not as bad, I would say, as we want to make it seem, but you have to know how to handle them. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that really gets them is when you're equipped, you know what I'm saying, with their arguments, because they're just all emotion. Right? It's just la la la. They like to raise their voice, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes we just talk to the Eagles fans like surgically, it gets under their skin, right? And I think that's kind of, how they kind of deal with things, bro. But it's just like, I can only deal with a few of them, you know what I'm saying, sparingly. But yeah, God bless like you, Rome, who can just do it nonstop. I can't. Yeah, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but it's just like, I know their insecurity still a little bit, but it's fading because they keep winning. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta get back to that. So overall, man. But for everyone who might be seeing you for the first time, bro, let everybody know where they can find you, dog.
Hey, my name is Lloyd. You can find me on the Next Level Sports Lounge. I usually go live, do my live streams on Mondays, and Thursdays, because I work so much. And plus, my wife is pregnant. So,
okay. Congratulations.
Yeah, you can find me on the Next Level Sports Lounge. And I have a whole team. I have a panel, and yeah, it gets crazy over there with the Eagles.
Yeah, all right, yeah, man. Definitely go give him a follow, man. I think we're gonna be doing some stuff soon. I think he just hit me. So we're definitely gonna be doing some work soon, man. But keep up the great work, bro. We appreciate you. And keep dunking on the Eagles fans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can talk what they talk, but they don't own us. Here's the crazy thing. Like, my mom hit me. She's like, "Are we going to Thanksgiving?" I was like, "Nah, it's just the Eagles." I'm saying, I mean, nah, it's just the Eagles. Like, I'll pull up for San Fran. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is different. We played the Chiefs last year. Like, this is a step down playing the Eagles. I'm like, no, I didn't did that 1,000 times. Like, I'll pass, man. I'm having Thanksgiving at my crib watching on the TV because it's just the Eagles, man. But keep doing great work, bro, and appreciate you for jumping on.
Appreciate you having me, Tuck. Salute, my guy.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, definitely go give him a follow. Yeah, it's just the Eagles, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My dog Easy hit me up like, yo, Tuck, you know what I'm saying? You coming to Philly? I'm like, You know what I'm saying? Well, I won't just do. We did that 1,000 times. It's the same team. I get it. You're going to wear your Kelly Greens or probably wear your All Blacks. You know what I'm saying? Maybe spit at a player or two and get mollywopped and blow a 21-0 lead. I've already seen that movie before. I want to go see some new movies. I want to go see the movie in Seattle. So I'm going to get to Seattle. Want to see the 12th Man. I'm going to Green Bay. My friend is, I got to figure out Green Bay. One of my friends is mad at me because we're supposed to be doing this Spartan challenge in Dallas. So I might have to fly to Dallas, do the Spartan race on Saturday, and then head to the airport and fly out to Green Bay. But I got to see the Green Bay because I always wanted to go to Lambeau Field. In October, it's not going to be cold. So that's it. Right? It's my golden opportunity to do that. Then I said Houston. Houston will be the third one. Go to Houston, sleep on my roommate's sofa. You know what I'm saying? From college, they all from Houston. They all Texans fans. So we're going to do that. And the home game, I'll be at San Francisco for that one for sure. And then playoff game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Said they love the Seahawks. Okay. I gotta pull to Seattle, man. I gotta pull to Seattle. I've never been to Seattle. That's the thing. Like, if I'm traveling to places, I at least want to make it a vacation too. You see what I'm saying? So we'll see. Shout out to CFO Sports, man. Shout out to you guys as well for rocking with me, man. Like I said, we are moving forward. We are doing what we do, right? This is a football community full of football fans who love their football team, primarily the Dallas Cowboys, but we welcome all viewers, right? Because I do other content. I will start doing film breakdown for other teams as well. I do want to break down some of my draft kids and everything, right? But it's like, this is what we built this for. And I'm protective of it because it's been a lot of blood, sweat, equity time into building it. And we want to maintain what we've built, right? I love just going live. I didn't even put a thumbnail on it. Never even put a title on it. I just clicked the live button, went live, and I'm sitting here talking with amazing people, having good conversations about football, right? I can only control what I can control. I can't control the people in my network. My network is massive. I got thousands of phone numbers in my phone. I can't control what everyone does in their spare time. I can only be accountable for me and what I do, right? Now, if it was me doing some dumb stuff like that, then by all means, right, I'll hold myself accountable. But I can't control what another grown man is doing in their private time, right? So all I ask people is, don't hold me or others accountable for other actions. Hold us accountable for our actions. That's all I ask. If I'm out there messing up, doing dumb stuff, hold me accountable for my actions. I can't be held liable for everybody's actions in my cell phone, or it's going to be a long day for me. I don't know, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. But I get it, what comes along with it. Appreciate you, man, for the sub as well, man. Sub up, like the content, hype up the content. You know what I'm saying? We're going to continue to rock. So I dropped a Jade and Blue film session this week. I said we're going to do Maris as well, but Maris is going to be a longer one. We're going to look at Shamar James here soon. We'll look at Phil Moffa. Phil Moffa will probably be next. I'll probably drop Phil Moffa tomorrow. What else? I forgot. I didn't drop Shelton's film. Offensive lineman from Penn State. And I also didn't drop my guy, Tommy Dunn from Kansas. I thought I did, but I didn't. I thought during the interview I showed the film, but I didn't show the film. So I'm gonna break down some of our UDFAs. I did Michael Trigg, of course, but I'm gonna break down some of our UDFAs, man. So we're continues to continuously rock. So I'm a G-Man fan. Obviously, we'll see you week 1, bro. But appreciate the sub. This is why I said we welcome all people, right? It's not like this is a Cowboys. That's why I changed the name. It used to be Cowboys fans only, right? So it used to be only for Cowboys fans. But I was like, no, man, there's a lot of good people around the league, you know. I just love football, and a lot of Giants fans are watching the channel because of the Arvell Reese film. Got a lot of great feedback from that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we welcome, you know? So it's like, it's just a growing football community. It's just primarily a lot of Cowboys fans here, you know what I'm saying? But as long as you cool, we respect you, can ask questions. Now, I don't know everything about the Giants, which I got going on. So more than likely, I would probably lean on you for the show and ask you to tell me what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can't babysit grown people. I can't hold people accountable for someone else's actions. You can only be held accountable for your actions, right? So, like I said earlier, I can clip that, do whatever, right? I apologize. I am done with it. So, moving forward, even if there's continuous shots at me, we're just going to and continue to move forward, right? Because that's not what I'm here for. If I wanted to stay in beef and drama all the damn time, I would have stayed rapping. You know what I'm saying? If I really wanted to stay in drama and beef and dissing and all that, I would just stay rapping. I'm back making music. I see my new monitors and my microphone back there, but I would just stay making music and stay in the music industry. That's what it is nonstop, right? I got out of that because I didn't want to be a part of that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to get back into that. You know what I'm saying? Because at least back then I can make a diss record and make some money off of it. I'm not trying to be on it, right? I'm just trying to talk football. I'm a football guy. I play football. Dad played football. He coached football. I love watching football. I love breaking down film. I'm finishing up the NFL Scouting Academy as we speak, so I should be certified here soon to be an official NFL scout. Now, will that happen? No, but I do want to prepare myself since I am getting an NFL team pretty much 2 blocks from my house, just in case, right? I'm a football guy. I love talking to players. I love talking to agents. I love interviewing players. I love watching film. I love talking to football fans. I love just doing that, right? That's just who I am. This is why I built this, right? And like they said on Snowfall, I'll be damned if I let you tear it all down just because you don't like the way another talks. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is where I am. Did you do WWE music? I did not. I used to be a big wrestling fan back in the day. I stopped. The crazy thing about me and wrestling, the thing that I always asked for, I finally got. And when I got it, it's when I stopped, right? I always like, yo, I want the WWF and WCW to combine. I was tired. Like back in the day, you had to watch Nitro and Monday Night Raw at the same time, and sometimes flip back and forth what's going on with Raw versus what's going on in Nitro. And me, I love the Nitro girls, you know what I'm saying? Miss Hancock, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love the Nitro girls, so I would try to watch Nitro. I was like, man, I just wish they would just combine. And then the announcement happened that the WWF, and back then it's WWF, right? WWF and WCW has combined. And I was like, yeah, let's go. And then probably like 3 weeks later, I just stopped watching wrestling and just haven't went back. I don't know what happened. I guess I don't know if I grew out of it or something, but I see it's a big thing. I got to cover, that's another thing. We'll talk about that here in a second. But I got to cover WrestleMania press conference out in Vegas, 2 years ago? And I didn't know how big it was until it was just packed. I'm like, man, this is something just for the press conference. But like I said, y'all, we are moving forward, and I want to show you guys this because you guys been a part of this channel, and all that. So let's see here. Let's see. Let me see. What I'm gonna show you guys this because without you guys, it probably wouldn't be possible. But So this is kind of for my son, if you guys can see that there. But we're not just covering football. We will be covering football. So I will be covering the World Cup here in Kansas City next month. So this is where I say, you know what? Head down, forward focus. This is a world event that I'll be able to cover. And I'm really doing this for my son, right? My son's a huge soccer fan. We're going to the soccer game, watch Argentina. And he was like, yo, Dad, it'll be dope if you just covered the World Cup too. I said, bet, son, Dad's on it. Right? So it was hard. I had to go through multiple different screenings. I got to cover the World Cup, and I'll be a part of the fan festival here in Kansas City, man. So just showing y'all, man, keep working, keep God first, keep grinding, you know. I would say block out the hate, but I need to be a better leader and example of that, right? But I'm going to, y'all know the code word, Omaha. So if y'all see me going there to say, Tuck, Omaha, kill the play, bro. Kill the play, get back to football. Kill. Right? Kill the play. Right? Because I know there's probably going to be more videos and all sorts of stuff coming about me, you know what I'm saying? Right? Kill the play. Check. Let's get back to football. All right? And continue to keep climbing, right? And the higher that I climb, you guys come with me. You know what I'm saying? We'll be live streaming. I'll be live streaming at the World Cup for the fan festival where I can cover, right? All the different events, all the different interviews, you know, all different things, man. We appreciate you guys, man. Even Commanders fans are in here showing love. You know what I'm saying? Love Commanders, man. I think I love that jersey that he got. I think that's 21, right? So I tell people, even though, which is crazy, it's funny you mention Caleb Downs, right? I used to always have this fantasy in my head. And I almost bought it. I used to have this fantasy in my head that one day Sean Taylor was going to be a Dallas Cowboy. Like I just felt it. Right? I just felt that one day Sean Taylor will be a Dallas Cowboy, super league commander in the building, right? Just always felt it, man. Sean Taylor, even though he played at both of my ops, you know what I'm saying, my buddy. I need to put that on the soundboard. We're going to start playing my buddy song. People are like, what are you talking about? Right? Even though he played for University of Miami, I'm a Florida State fan, even though he played for the Commanders, right? And I'm a Cowboys fan, Sean Taylor was by far my favorite football player on the planet. Love Sean Taylor. I cried real tears when he passed away. I remember where I was at. I got the message. I was in class. I ran out of class, checked my phone, and I cried, man. Like cried. I love Sean Taylor. Back in the day when me and my roommates would play Madden franchise, I remember one time, so to my dog B Shrib, you know what I'm saying, and KP. So one time we were doing Madden franchise and he had the draft, right? The draft, right? You know what I'm saying? The little, you know what I'm saying? The fantasy draft, right? You build your team for franchise mode. So I was about to come up, but I was doing something in the kitchen and I told my homeboy, yo, D Crab, just draft Sean Taylor for me with my first pick, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was back there doing something. I was pouring drinks for everybody. Sean Taylor, bro. I come up, they drafted me a kicker so he could get Sean Taylor. We had to throw hands. We threw hands right in the living room. Bro skipped. I had Sean Taylor right there available in my Madden franchise. He skipped over Sean Taylor and drafted me a kicker with the first round pick, being funny. We threw hands right there in the living room. And I'm like, restart it. Now, they're like, nah, bro, we're not restarting. So I yanked the PlayStation out the back wall and ripped the power cord out. Restart the draft, bro. You gave me a kicker? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. No. Y'all know I was a Sean Taylor fan, right? Sean Taylor was my guy. He's going to be our first pick. You could at least gave me like Randy Moss. But you going to skip over Sean Taylor and Randy Moss and draft me a kicker? Okay, nah. Hands had to fly. Hands had to fly. Hey, it's like Omaha, kill. You know what I'm saying? Kill. Yeah, so you're doing the service to think Commanders actually have a chance to beat my Cowboys. You're trying to delusional commitment to stupidity. Hey, man, let's see how things go, right? But I think the Commanders will be bouncing back. But as long as Dak is up, I'm not worried about nobody in the division. You know what I'm saying, hey, man, we've all hit that reset button. You've all hit that reset button before. We all hit that reset, but it's all right. You know what I'm saying? We've all done it. We've all been there. You know what I'm saying? I had a friend, his name was Nutso. He was from Oklahoma. He was a wide receiver. And every time he would come over to my crib, he would like have to plug in his memory card. You know what I'm saying? Like he had to plug in his memory, because remember, the old play PS2, right? He had memory. We used to keep our memory cards on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just keep our memory cards on us. So every time Nutso would come into the crib, he'd be like, yo, plug in my memory card. You know what I'm saying? I update the memory card, and he would play with, I think it was the Jets or somebody, right? But all of a sudden, bro, they just look different. You know what I'm saying? No, it was the Saints. I think he played with the Saints. I'm trying to think, who was that team? It was like one of these off teams, right? But they just look different. And I was like, bro, what? Why is he so good with this bad team? Bro went in and in his memory card put everybody at full 99, 99, 99, 99, 99, 99, 99, right? So all of a sudden, his team was super souped up, and we couldn't figure it out for the longest until we actually figured out, go into rosters and check it, because he would never sub, you know what I'm saying? Like, he would never pause, because he knew that would show the depth chart. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, bro, he was boosting everybody on his memory card. So we're like, nah, no more memory cards, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so people used to cheat back in the day, man. Madden turns into a monster. The split screen. Y'all remember Halo? When you had like the Xbox links where like you could be in one room and then you had another Xbox in another room, and you can connect those two, right? And have like Halo part. Like when the first Halo, the original Halo came out, that was the time to be alive, bro. Them Halos, them Halo, when Halo first, because when Halo first came out, right, the craziest weapon on that game was just a regular old pistol on the first Halo. You know what I'm saying? You could walk around and just, right, gun butt somebody, flip the gun. You know what I'm saying? So I had a friend, his name was Cage. He's from Miami. He used to run around, flip the gun, just gun butting people in the back of the head all day on Halo, flipping his pistol. I'm just like, bro, what's going on? Right? I'll be up there trying to snipe. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden he just runs up, bink, gun, pistol flip. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what is going on, bro? My dog Cage, before Ninja and all of them, bro, Halo and Call of Duty, he was just amazing. My dog Boss. See, Boss, no, Halo was dope. You know what I'm saying? Halo was dope. Went to a Halo party. It was 14 of us. Never had so much fun in my life. So yeah, you had the simultaneous connects, bro. When everything just connect, and you can be in multiple rooms with multiple TVs, and we just be at it. We did that at a house party at my house like that, because we had 5 rooms in our house. So each room had an Xbox and a TV. We was going crazy. House full of music and girls there, and they like, y'all just playing video games? Shh, hold on. We playing to capture the flag. Hold on. Chill. You know what I'm saying? House full of girls at a house party. Hey, bro, chill. We playing capture the flag right now. You know what I'm saying? And we be in the room, you know what I'm saying? So we had that. We had Madden. And then the goated game for me personally, if you had a PS2, NBA Street Volume 2. That was me. NBA Street Volume 2. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They had a dude named Biggie Littles on there. That's Volume 3. Trying to think. Volume 3 was the one that had Baron Davis on. He could pick the course, right? But Volume 2, NBA Street, my friends, I already know they didn't want it. They didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? Tucker, are you showing up every road game for your Cowboys this year? Just don't go to the home game week 2. Money wasted, bro. Sorry. No, I'm not going to every home game or road game this year. I'm picking and choosing. But I will be more on the road versus at home this year. So I want to travel more. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get out, see things, man. My wife just said the most beautiful words she can ever say in the English language to me. Well, actually, it was kind of the second one. Well, it depends on my mood, right? She said, how about we go to Miami next month? They got to tell me twice. I just took her for a spa day. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, I was out there doing the thuggy stuff, you know, shooting pew-pews and targets. Today was spa day. I got a much needed pedicure, you know what I'm saying? Got my nails, you know what I'm saying? I did spa day with the wife. And while we were doing spa, she was like, how about next month we just go to Miami? And I said, ain't got to tell me twice. Love South Beach. Man, boss, bro. Def Jam Vendetta. See, these are my games, right? Def Jam Vendetta. My guy was Joe Budden. Right, Joe Budden, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all think Joe Budden is just a podcaster. Joe Budden on Def Jam Vendetta was a beast. Him and David Banner. You don't like me when I'm angry. You know what I'm saying? David Banner would power up. You know what I'm saying? GoldenEye, 007 Gold. They just dropped a new GoldenEye. I might buy it. But you remember on GoldenEye, y'all see, we're kind of, this is what I love, right? It's love. We ain't pivoted balls from talking about the Cowboys to video games. Y'all remember on GoldenEye, the cheat dude, Odd Job? You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember Odd Job? So he was so short, you couldn't see him in your screen, right? And he'd be just running around, you know what I'm saying? And then you get the golden gun. You know what I'm saying? I hate it when people pick Odd Job. You know what I'm saying? Odd Job, GoldenEye. Man, video games is my thing, boss. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go play Forza. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Def Jam Vendetta, Halo, NBA Street, Madden, of course. Now, my favorite Madden, I forgot which one it was. And I wish they would bring this back. Said, I took my wife to South Beach State on college. My wife said, we're not coming back here no more. I was disappointed. My wife has never been to Miami before. I've been 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? Miami is like my second home, but I've never gone with the wife. So she's like, I want to see it. I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? So we're probably a month away. So I gotta start shredding up, man. Protein, cardio, macros. I gotta, you know what I'm saying, from Miami. A little bit different. It's pressure out there. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get it. I told her, like, okay, give me a month. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Miami ready next week. Not Miami week ready next week. I got a month. All right. So I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, GoldenEye. I'm trying to think what else. I go back and forth, boss, with this. Because y'all know I'm a Vegas guy. I love Vegas. But Miami is like Vegas with the beach. And I love the beach. So I go back and forth. But I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to do this. All right. We family. I'm going to show y'all. Hold up. Where is it at? Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Hold on. We family. No, I normally wouldn't Normally I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? The last time I was in Miami, you know what I'm saying? we was outside with it. You know what I'm saying? We was outside with it. You know what I'm saying? Your boy, you know what I'm saying? So I get why people, you know what I'm saying, don't like J Tuck, you know what I'm saying? But we was out in Miami wilding. So for all my GTA 6 players or GTA people, GTA 6, right? This club is going to be on the video game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? 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 This is why people don't like me. You know what I'm saying? This is why people probably don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Because we threw all that, you know what I'm saying? But it was my friend's bachelor party. He had beat cancer. So I said, you know what, bro? We gonna live like we never lived before out in Miami. I probably had about 7,000 on me, busting out my jeans, y'all. Like I was on. Here's the craziest thing about that trip, bro. So we was in the club in Miami. We had a section. Yeah, it was my best friend. Like I said, he was getting married. He beat, so he wasn't able to come to my bachelor party because he was going through chemotherapy and everything, right? Because he was battling cancer, so he wasn't able to come to mine. So once he, recovered, he's been 6 years recovered from cancer now. Praise God, right? So I told him, bro, we gonna do yours and mine at the same time. We're gonna run it back. And we went crazy. So funny story, right? So like here's the club that's going to be on GTA 6. So it's called Club 11, right? But it's called something else on GTA 6, right? But so we're in Miami. We're in the club. We got a section right in front of the DJ booth. All right. So this dude right here, right? He comes next to us and he's just like lighting up bottles. So this is our section / so we're sharing this section, right? You know what I'm saying? That's my homeboy right there. You know what I'm saying? So we're just lighting up champagne, you know what I'm saying? Rosé, just bottles is flying, right? So another dude comes in and his section is right next to mine, right? So he starts buying sections and bottles. Here's more bottles. We flying bottles in there like crazy. You know what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying? More life. We flying bottles, got the marquee. But on this one, hold on, where is he at? Where is he? Where's Hefe? All right. So the dude comes in, right? They move our section over. Yeah, boss. It's amazing. They move our section over, right? So there's like Quavo's performing like right behind us, you know what I'm saying? Right in our section, you know what I'm saying? But they move our section over, okay? And they're like, yo, can you guys just slide over a little bit? So another guy comes in, right? And it's like a bunch of girls coming in. It's probably like 25 girls is walking in a row, right? And so they move our section over just a stab bit. I slide over, and the whole section's full of like 25 girls. I'm like, well, what do these chicks do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do they do? All right. But then all of a sudden, this guy comes in the back, right? He comes out the back. He walks in, like 3 dudes around him, and he sits right next in our section, right? And the club's just going crazy. All right. So I had to go to the bathroom eventually. And they were like, yo, I called our security dude, like, yo, I gotta get to the bathroom, bro. How can I go to the bathroom? Right. They're like, well, you can walk around, go upstairs, then come back downstairs, or you can see if they'll let you use their private bathroom because they have a private bathroom. I was like, well, shit, let me ask, right? So I said, hey, bro, like, I don't mean to, bother your time, bro, but it's okay if I use your bathroom. And he's like, yeah, cool, bro. He's like, all right, bet. So I use their bathroom, right? So I come back out. I'm chopping up with them, like, yo, I'm from Kansas City. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm from Miami, da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? So we're in the club next to each other. He's buying like $5,000 bottles, $20,000 bottles. I'm just like, all right, bro, like you win. You win. Like I love my brother, but not like that, right? So it's like, so you win, right? So he's flying all these bottles around. Hold on, where is he at? He's flying all these bottles. And then, right, so we're talking, right? So here he is, right? It's all a true story. I don't be lying, right? So here he is, right? Boom, right? He's flying bottles, ace of spades, just flying. You know what I'm saying? Club going crazy. There he is right there, all right? So that's him. I'm on the couch with him, right? So that's dude right there, flying bottles. You see right there, it's his birthday. I'm talking to him. That's me showing love. You know what I'm saying? We taking shots and drinks and everything, right? So me and him are vibing all night, y'all. Taking photos, all sorts of stuff, right? DJ playing music. We're going crazy. People taking photos of us. Boom, 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 right? So we end up leaving. We head back to the hotel, all right? So he was like, damn. He was like, damn, bro. So here's the crazy thing, boss, right? So we're in the morning, next morning, we're kind of talking, and he's like, yeah, bro. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I wish we figured out who was that dude next to us, all right? And I was like, well, I got his name. And I'm like, what's his name? So he looked up his name. Boss. I know they call you boss, but he is a real boss. We looked him up. He is the #1 mob boss in Miami. He owns multiple casinos. He was wanted on the FBI list for multiple crimes. There was an assassination attempt on his life 2 weeks ago. And he's just been untouchable this entire time. And the entire time, bro, I'm in the club, arm around him. You know what I'm saying? We doing peace signs, people coming up, taking photos. He has a bottle, I have a bottle. You know what I'm saying? They like, Tuck, bro. They like, Tuck, bro. You in the mob now? They're like, you in the mob now, bro. I was like, yeah, bro. He is one that, like, the mob boss. You know what I'm saying? Because it should have hit me, but, you know, I was on one. He had a dude with him that had a tuxedo on. And I kept saying, damn, bro, you getting married? He was like, nah, bro, it's my job. And I was like, you clean, bro. I'm like, why would someone wear a tuxedo to the club? Oh. Oh. That's why. Oh. That's why you wore a tuxedo to the club. It all makes sense. You're the cleanup man. You know what I'm saying? You're the cleanup man. You're the cleanup man. I said, he said, tuck toes aboard. Hey, man, y'all don't get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let's see. Y'all don't get me in trouble. But I said, oh, that is why he had on a tuxedo in the middle of the club. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that, you know what I'm saying? I was saying, so we're trying to say, what is what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just whole section. That's our whole section, bro. That is our section. That's my boy right there going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And we just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Going crazy. Knowing that, would I do it again? Yeah, it was fun. You know what I'm saying? It was fun. You know what I'm saying? It was fun. It was something that we all laugh and talk about. You know what I'm saying? Hear me and my dogs in our section, you know, saying going crazy. You know what I'm saying? We out there, you know what I'm saying, just going crazy in the club, you know. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? We out there stacked up, you know what I'm saying? So people was looking like, okay, he's in the same section with Omar. He got about 7 bands on him. Who is this dude? Right? So people don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna show y'all that. I ain't gonna say that. I respect to Angie. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna show y'all that. But yeah. Miami's different. Miami's different. I love Miami. So long story short, boss, if I had to pick between the two, Vegas or Miami, Vegas is my home. But Miami is just different, bro. It's just different. But we got to pick the right time to go to Miami, right? Because you go like spring break, there's gonna be a lot of chaos, you know what I'm saying? But either or, you You know what I'm saying? I've just been to Vegas so many times. Next to a psycho, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm affiliated. You know what I'm saying? I got mob ties for real. You know what I'm saying? I got mob ties for real. And here I was, you know what I'm saying? All the stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Assassination attempts, everything on his life just weeks ago. He in the club popping bottles, not giving a care about anything. And here I am in the club, bottles. What's good, Omar? What's up, bro? Man, this is love, dog. You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, bro, it's been a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Da. You know what I'm saying? So when I left, I gave him all our bottles. Y'all drink that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been love. He's like, bro, anytime you in Miami, hit me up. I got you. Bet. Let me lock you in, bro. Bet. I'm gonna holler at you next time. No, I am not hollering at you next time. I said, well, it's not you good. We're just talking about Tyler Guyton and Tyler Smith. That's what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about. But yeah, fellas, go live, travel, see the world, man. You know what I'm saying? I tell people, see the world. You know, that's my thing. I love seeing the world. I love traveling. You know, if I could recommend a place that everybody should go to Thailand. Thailand is fun. You see what I'm saying? Thailand is fun. It's cheap. Thailand, $1 American when I was there was like $45, bro. $1 American in Thailand was $45. So you go get $100 out the ATM machine and you are good to go for the night. You know what I'm saying? You're good to go for the night. I went to the ATM, got $100, and all this bot started coming out, and people started like just, yeah, we gotta watch for that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch for that, right? But all these people started flooding around because the ATM was just shooting out bot. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I took $100 out, I had a stack of bot like this thick. And I'm like, where am I gonna put this? Like, I can't put this all in my pocket. You see what I'm saying? So, but like it's a scene, you know what I'm saying? So travel. That's crazy. I just hopped back on and we're talking about traveling. That's how we do, man. That's how we do. We'll go from Tyler Guyton to all sorts of stuff, man. So yeah. Says Tuck, I'm working on a new Cowboys theme song. I would love to let you hear it once I got it finished. I would love to get your input, because I respect your knowledge of the team and players. Yeah, bro, shoot it over to me. So for the people who want to know how I make the music, if you follow me on Instagram, I've been just showing people how I do it, right? So what I'll do is I take the beat, so the cover 3 beat, for example, right? I'll take the cover 3 beat that I had, then I'll write the song like regular, right? Then I record the song in Fruity Loops. I use Fruity Loops Studio. So I record the song in Fruity Loops with my vocals, right? There's my microphone right back there. You can barely see it, right? Microphone back there in that corner, right? I record the song in Fruity Loops Studio. I run it through an EQ channel chain to, boost my voice, EQ my voice, all that stuff like that, right? Then I take that song over to AI, and then I have AI master it for me, so I don't have to do it, right? So then AI will master the song for me, and that's how I finish the product, right? So yeah, hit me on Instagram, bro. I'll shoot you my my email. I don't want to put it on my show because there'll be tons of people, but that's what I'll do. So I'll go record the song, run it through an EQ chain on Fruity Loop Studio, and then I'll master it with AI. And that was the finished product, right? So that's how I've been making my music. I've been showing people how I've been doing it on Instagram, but some people, like, you can just go on AI and just like say, create me a Cowboy song, right? But it's not customized, right? It doesn't bounce the way. So that's why I like recording it myself and then allowing it to bounce the way I want it to bounce, because, you're watching cover 3. Yeah, be locked in. AI wasn't going to do that, right? I had to do that myself. Yeah, be locked in. Like, I had to do that myself. Dallas Cowboys talk versus AI is too stiff, right? It'd be like Dallas Cowboys talk. Yeah, like no, I need fluctuation. I need that, right? So that's why it's like recording it myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Janice Drake, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah. I see boss here. Now, boss, here's what we need to do, bro. Do a Dallas Cowboys content creator trip. You know what I'm saying? A quick one. A quick one. We could do a trip. Like me, you, DMV, Rome, Law, Henny, whoever, right? Because I don't want to feel like I didn't include nobody. Landlord Lou. We fly out to Vegas. We shoot some content, some dope. Not Brazil. I'm trying to go Brazil. They won't let me go, right? Like Vegas or Miami, shoot some dope content for a little bit and just be outside and have a camera crew with us, streaming it the entire time. People are gonna be mad. They'll be mad. You know what I'm saying? You will get some heat. Oh, them CCs taking your money to Miami. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some heat. But it would be dope, bro. We go to Miami. I got a friend, they own some yachts. We get a yacht. Look at Dallas Cowboys party on a yacht, live stream it, running through all of our channels. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Man, nah. I do think that people really want me to start filming myself on vacation, but I just suck at it because I'm lazy. To keep me off camera, I'm good. See? 860, so that count me in. So Miami, bro, they have what's called yacht parties, right? So we did a yacht party where all these yachts pull out in the middle of the ocean, and they call these sandbars, right? So sandbars, think of it as like you're out in the middle of nowhere in the ocean, right? But it's a sand because the sand has uprisen. You can stand in the middle of the ocean, right? So it's like comes up to your waist. And so what happens is all these people would get these yachts, right? And they would drive out to the sandbars and park their yachts, and then you would swim out to the sandbar, you know what I'm saying? And you just be out in the middle of the ocean drinking or observing, you know, just out there chilling in the middle of the ocean. You're just miles away from shore, you know what I'm saying? But you're out in the middle of the ocean. Now you gotta be careful, there's sharks out there, you know what I'm saying? But them yacht parties is different, bro. Them yacht parties is different. And yacht, you know, oh, it's my dog Sam Broom. Okay. Hey, bro. Yeah. I know you travel. Hey, you know what I'm saying? yeah. Them sharks is different. But see, here's the crazy part, bro. When you're on vacation, you don't even think about stuff like that, bro. You just be out in the water. That's how I was in Miami. You know what I'm saying? When I went to Miami, bro, I'm just out in the middle of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Got my cups. I'm just drinking, not knowing, bro, if a shark pulls up, Tuck, there's no, because you got to swim away from the yacht, right? You got to swim from the yacht to the sandbar or you take a jet ski, right? You don't be thinking about that. You vibing. And there's going to be so much going on there. A shark is going to be the last thing on your mind. A shark is going to be the last thing you were thinking about at them yacht party. Yeah, see? It's going to be the last thing you're going to be thinking about is, hey, man, is there sharks out here? You're going to see something jump in that water, and you're going to jump right in that water, too. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see something jump in that water, and you say, I'm out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there. You're going to see something jumping out water, and you're like, I'm getting out there, bro. I'm getting out there. I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, bro. I got to go out there. Wherever I see out there, I got to go out there and see what that is. You know what I'm saying? I got to go see. I gotta go see what that is. Shark or no shark, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, people get bit by sharks every day, bro. You know what I'm saying? People get bit by sharks every day. You be all right. You know what I'm saying? Now I will say this about Miami though. I used to have this thing. Here we are, right? But it's Sunday, right? We already talked about the Cowboys. Y'all can rewind. People probably like, what the hell are they talking about, right? Just rewind to the beginning, all right? But I used to have this thing in my head where I felt like I'm black. Black people don't get sunburned. I'm black, bro. So I went to one of my friends' bachelor parties out in Miami. We got this yacht, this big ass yacht. And they're all like spraying suntan lotion on each other and wiping each other down with sun lotion. I'm like, bro, y'all are not rubbing me down with no sunscreen, bro. I'm straight. I'm good. I'm good. Y'all ain't about to be putting no lotion on me, right? When I got home and took off my shirt, my wife screamed. My back was on some Freddy Krueger type stuff. My back was sunburned. My top of my head was sunburned. My ears was sunburned. Like I was like a burn victim. You know what I'm saying? I never been sunburned in my life until I dealt with that Miami heat. And ever since then, I'm sunscreen down. You know what I'm saying? Get my face and my wife get my face. All of that, bro. But I looked like a burn victim. My face was burned. My back was peeling. You know what I'm saying? It was bad. Because we were out there on that yacht for probably like 15 hours out in that Miami heat, getting cooked. I'm like, I don't need no sun lotion, bro. I'm black. Black people don't get sunburn. Black people don't get sunburn, bro. I've been in the heat all my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't putting no lotion. I'm cool. I'm cool on that. Nah, bro. That Miami heat's different. I got sunburned so bad, boss. And now I'll get sunburned easily. That Miami heat, it cracked something in me. That Miami heat broke something. Yeah, Dominican sun, like all that Caribbean sun, it's different, right? Even when in St. Martin, that St. Martin sun was different. Need some black girl sunscreen ASAP. I need something, sis, because whatever that Miami heat did, it smoked. Yeah, we was out on that boat all day. As much as we had to pay for it, I wanted breakfast on the yacht. I wanted lunch and dinner on that yacht. As much as we had to pay for that yacht, oh yeah, we are on there. What time it open? Y'all open at 7? Okay, we were outside the gate at 6:59. You know what I'm saying? That's why I told everybody. I was like, hey, bro, they're like, oh, we gonna get the yacht. Nah, bro, we not half dang on how much we paid for the yacht. We paid like $9,000 for that yacht. No. They said they open at 7. We need to be there at 6:59. You know what I'm saying? And some of my friends like, yo, bro, that's too early. Okay. 3 of us caught an Uber. We were down there. Hey, you know what I'm saying? They had breakfast on the boat. Ate breakfast on the boat. I want everything. I want the full 15 hours that I got, that we paid for. You know what I'm saying? After this week, nobody better not ever mess with Stargazer and Angie. I'll slap the hell out of anybody. Facts. They're my sisters, man. They're my sisters. See, I didn't need sunscreen either. I think we all believe it growing up. I think that was a lie that we was all told, sis. I don't know where that came from, but we was told that black people did not get sunburned. I'm not sure if it's this new sun that they got going on or whatever is going on. It's climate control sun, but whatever it is, that thing is piercing. That thing is piercing. And Miami, it made a believer out of me. It made a believer out of me. You know what I'm saying? Come to El Paso, Texas. No humidity, no dry heat down here. You're falling. You shouldn't have cut my grass. I don't know how y'all do it in Texas. I don't know how y'all do it in Texas. Texas heat is different. Texas heat just makes you mad. You know what I'm saying? Texas heat just makes you mad. Bro, that's what we was told. Only white people only need sunscreen. That's it. You know, white people come back and say, "Oh, I'm so red." Okay, oh man, that's crazy. I never thought that we get sunburn until I went to Miami. It said, "Oh, I got a trick for you." You know what I'm saying? "Oh, I got a trick for you." Yeah, you get it too. I'm just out there in the ocean, no hat on, no sunscreen, glasses on half the time. Burnt, bad. Like a burn victim. Yeah, that Texas heat just makes you mad. When I go down and visit my mama down there, it's just like in the summertime, it just makes you mad. Like it's just hot. It's just not, there's no point. Like I remember one of my homeboys wanted to go to the bar to watch a game or something like that in Texas during the summer, right? And I was like, all right, bet, let me shower. All right, let me shower and get dressed. So I showered, ironed my clothes. By the time I got from like the parking lot to the spot, I was already sweating again. Like bad sweat. Like it wasn't like, okay, a little sweat drips. Like I'm drenched like I ran there. And I was like, there was no point in me showering and doing all this because this Texas heat didn't burnt a hole through me, bro. I got to shower again. Oh, they got waterproof Meta goggles? I need to get some Meta glasses, but I might get some Meta goggles, but I'm kind of afraid of losing them. You know what I'm saying? Kind of afraid of losing them. Stay out of the sun from 12 to 5. In Texas, yeah. You know what I'm saying? In Texas, yeah, man. But like I said, I love Miami, Vegas. Trying to think. Favorite places, I would probably say Aruba. I think someone mentioned Aruba. Love Aruba. I tell you, but then one thing about Aruba, after 5 o'clock, don't ask for shit. Aruba is a beautiful place. After 5 o'clock, don't ask for shit. They shut down for real, right? If you at the bar at Aruba and it's 4:58 and you ask for a vodka and Sprite, they gonna give you like 4 or 5. They be like, here, bro, here, have at it. You're done. We are closed. Good riddance. You know what I'm saying? Like Aruba shuts down at 5. For real. You know what I'm saying? So Aruba is one of my favorite spots. If you go to Aruba, go to Flamingo Beach. That's where the flamingos are. I'm trying to think where else. St. Martin was cool, but I accidentally didn't know it was a spring break destination. So I was there. Me and my wife there in March during spring break, and all those kids are in spring break made me realize how much I hate kids. And even though I have kids their same age, I was grumpy old Tuck. You know what I'm saying? I was grumpy old Tuck, man, for about 4 to 5 days out there in St. Martin, man. And I don't know if it was because I was just being grumpy or because I was mad. You know what I'm saying? Because like there was a bunch of kids next door. They coming in the room like 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, they out on the patio playing guitar. You know, girls coming in and out. I don't know if I was being hating because I was jealous or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Thinking like back in my day, I was too broke to do this. You know what I'm saying? Or because they were just waking me up in the middle of the night, right? It was a part of me that's like, man, I didn't get to do none of that, right? We didn't get to go on those spring breaks when I was in college. We was too broke. My spring break trip I made in college was to Houston. It wasn't just the wifey, Angie. It's my mama, auntie, brother, wife. Now let me go to Brazil. I'm going to Seattle. I'm going to Houston. I'm going to, what's the other one? Is it San Francisco? And I'm going to Green Bay. So those 4 as of now. I gotta get to Green Bay. Green Bay was yeah, they all I had a resort right there on the beach, Angie, in Brazil. That was beach view. I can literally look out my window, patio, 5-star resort on the beach in Brazil. I was going to go down there Wednesday, hang out there from Wednesday to Monday, watch the Cowboys play the Ravens, and get on my merry little way. Had it all mapped out. Had to cancel it. Haters. Yeah, I got to go to Green Bay. So I tell people this, right? When I was in Green Bay last year for the draft, Green Bay was one of the funnest places I've ever been. It's like weird. It was the nicest people ever. I think I was talking to Boss or something on the phone, right? And a bunch of these Packers fans came over to me because I had my credentials and everything around my neck. And they're like, hey, man, why are you sitting over here by yourself? And I was like, oh, I do, NFL draft coverage. I'm just kind of just getting something to eat till the draft starts. They're like, well, hey, don't sit by yourself. Come over with us, right? So I go sit with all these Packers fans. I tell them I'm a Cowboys fan, right? They were buying me drinks. They bought me cheese curds. They were giving me scratch-off tickets. They wanted to pay for my Uber to the I'm like, y'all are being super, super nice. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh no, like Green Bay's just a laid back town. That's how we all are, right? So Green Bay, I got to get to that game. I'll probably have to fly out of Dallas for it. Be honest with you. Like I said, I promised my friend's gonna do the Spartan race, and he's like, oh, you just make an excuse. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, nah, I gotta get down there. But yeah, it was super nice because like in Green Bay, you really don't stay in Green Bay. You stay in a town called Appleton, which is like 20 minutes away from Green Bay. So you can do that there. I hear you can get in trouble in Green Bay. Can you speak on it? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you can, but it was like a slow little town. Now they had, clubs and stuff. It was like, I almost wanted to go to kind of see what does a nightclub in Green Bay, Wisconsin really look like, but I didn't go. So yeah, I don't know about Green Bay. Like I said, I stayed in Appleton, and so like Green Bay is like a college town. Like Mike McCarthy way, right? Like it's like the stadium is in the middle of a neighborhood, so it's like houses and bars all around Lambeau Field. So there's literally people that can sit in their house and probably hear the game because it's just right in the middle of a neighborhood, right? So, and they have like the little bar area, and it's like a bunch of little bars and stuff, but like everything was like super affordable. Getting a beer is like, I don't drink beer, but like a beer is like $2 and shit like that. Like it's not like Jerry's world when $11. Everything was just like super affordable, like super cheap at Green Bay. So I definitely want to get back down there, but I'm sure we can get in trouble. We can get in trouble in any of these football towns, right? Any football game. So it's like, it depends on what you're trying to find, and anywhere you can always find it. But yo, appreciate y'all rocking with me. Here we go in 2 hours. We're supposed to go an hour, but y'all got me talking about video games in Miami. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate y'all for rocking with me, y'all. Like I said, we are all, I know Boss might not be in here still, but we're all moving forward, right? We're all moving forward. What happened was horrible, but that didn't have nothing to do with any of us, right? So even if you was a supporter, that ain't had nothing to do with you. That's not your fault. You didn't see it, right? It's none of our faults. So it just is what it is. Like I said, when it comes to that, I apologize to him, to AOC, Attack on Cowboys. I apologize. As of today, I am deading all of it, y'all. I'm done. Right. So even if it responds back, whatever, I get it. Right. You don't accept my apology, whatever. But I'm saying from my standpoint, I'm done because I have to focus. I know Boss has to focus. We have to focus on what we're great at. Right. And what we are great at is just providing the Cowboys space with incredible football content. Right. I don't know how to do anything else. Well, I do know how to do the other stuff, but I don't want to do the other thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do what I'm great at, right? I want to do what God has blessed me with, what Cowboys fans have blessed me with, what football fans have blessed me to do, is they come for me for football stuff. It may be stories now about Miami or travel advice, right? But you guys entrusted me, helped me build my platform off of my love for the Dallas Cowboys and my love for the game of football. And that's how we got here, right? And so that's what I want to focus on, right? Educating y'all. I always tell y'all my number one goal, if you watch my show, you leave with something, maybe a little bit smarter football fan. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a little bit, right? Just a little tinker. All right. Then I've done my job, right? I want to educate people. I want to have fun. I want to build relationships with good people, right? Network, help people, continue to do that, right? And I'm not going to let what happened ruin that, right? I'm not going to not work with 864 Cowboys fan because of what so-and-so did. That don't have nothing to do with him, right? I'm not going to be like, man, I can't mess with Newhouse because what happened with so-and-so, right? No, that has nothing to do with him, right? Treat each individual on an individual basis, right? I was always taught by my late grandmother, treat people how they treat you. That's it, right? Show love to me, I'm going to show love back. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all I know how to be. That's how I've worked. That's how I've always been successful, right? Right now, 99% of us have jobs. 99% of us do not know what our coworkers are doing right now. Have no clue. We have no clue what our coworkers are up to right now. Right? But if John from accounting goes off and does some crazy stuff, that's not a reflection on you because y'all worked at the same company and y'all went to happy hour a few times. It's not. Right? When we had the unfortunate passing of Marshawn Nealon, rest in peace. What did people say? Man, you just never know. You just never know what people are going through, right? You know, last time we saw Marshawn Nealon, he was in the end zone scoring touchdowns. He was happy. Like, we didn't see any signs of this. We didn't see any signs of struggling. Now, granted, the heinous acts that happened the other day isn't the same, but it's the same thing. We didn't see any signs of struggling. We didn't see any signs of that. And over 100,000 people who follow him didn't see it either, or we would have addressed it back then. So this disdain that some people have for whether it's myself or boss or for others, I get it. But all I ask is let it be deserved. Let it be something that we have done, right? And then we'll be held accountable for our actions. Hold me accountable for my actions. All right? That's all I ask. So all the hatchets, all the beefs, all that bickering back and forth, I can only speak for my side, but I am donezo with it. Make 100 videos, 1,000 videos, whatever. I'm moving differently because I realize more than ever after yesterday, it's on some of us to lead this space in the right direction. Not abandon it, not jump ship, right? But lead it in the right direction because there's people who count on us, right? There's people who watch my show since I very first started, right? So there's people who count on me. Some of you guys, a lot of you people, guys, you count on me for your Cowboys news, right? You count on me to be educated about our team. You count on me for different reasons, right? Some of y'all, I might inspire you to start your own, right? So I got to continue to lead. I can't start going off track every time someone wants to derail me. And like I said, just like our quarterback, right? Keep focusing. The target is winning. The target is the Cowboys. That's what we're here for, right? It's not about me. It's not about Angie. It's not about Boss, right? It's not about Derail. It's not about New. It's about the Cowboys. It's about Cowboys fans coming together for this love for our dysfunctional team that we all love. We share a passion. And sometimes we're not going to agree. We're going to disagree, right? But it's always coming from a place of generosity. We're being genuine, for some of us, right? So just respect that. So that's where I'm at with it. I appreciate you guys for all the love and support. For rocking with me, we'll go live tomorrow on Monday at 5 p.m. Not sure if we're doing cover 3 this week or not. I know we're probably going to take a break. I know Rome got some stuff going on, but if not, I'll be live. I'm going to be bringing on some guests. Going to be doing some film sessions. Got Phil Maffa tomorrow. We'll break down Phil Maffa, and we're going to continue doing what we do best, and that's uplifting this Cowboys space and coming together as Dallas Cowboys fans, man. So I appreciate you all. Hit the subscribe button, share button if you haven't already. Hopefully everyone has a blessed Sunday night, blessed week. Continue to grind, man. Continue to work. Push for your goals. I talked about it yesterday. My guy Bugsy out there, working hard, working 2 jobs. He's sacrificing right now for his future self, right? And I love that, man. I love when some of y'all hit me up on Instagram like, yo, Tuck, you motivated me to get up at 4 a.m. in the gym, and now I'm working out and I lost 15 pounds. I love stuff like that. I love those stories. Like before I started doing content, a lot of stuff I was doing was just motivational on Facebook and Instagram, right? So I love those stories. I love y'all success stories, right? I love success. I love seeing people shine. I love people battling through adversity and still winning. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing people win. Your success doesn't reflect on me. We after different trophies. So if Boss gets to 100,000 subscribers, congratulations to Boss. That is not indicative of me. I have different goals, right? Boss's views are my views. My wins are Boss's wins. Law's wins are my wins. Vach's wins is Rome wins. Rome's wins is DMV's wins. DMV wins is Landlord wins. Landlord's wins is Stargazer's wins. Star's wins is Aisha's wins. We all on the same team, but we keep trying to friendly fire each other. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to friendly fire each other. Because here's the thing that people have to understand as content creators, if they take me out, who do you think they coming for next? You think they're going to be done? You know what I'm saying? You think they're going to be done? If they get rid of me, they going to then come for Boss. Then they going to come for Lou. Then they going to come for DMV. Then they going to come. They're not going to stop. So why are you shooting me in my back? We're supposed to go this way through the door, and you trying to friendly fire me. I thought we both had the same hat. I thought we was right. So that's just where I'm at with it, man. So I appreciate you rocking with me as usual. Everyone have a blessed Sunday, blessed week. Stay prosperous. Continue to grind. Continue to shine. Block out the noise, right? As you progress, it's always going to be people trying to pull you down, whether that's outside noise, internet, might be family, whatever. Block it out and go out there and let's ball, man. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and go Cowboys. Peace.